This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Wizards of San Antonio taking on the Aviators of Houston. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. When you look at this defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Lawrence with it. Now the ball comes loose, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Play action. Stewart. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Foster. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Stewart. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Stewart sets to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one is right down Broadway. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying
toward the sideline. Intercepted. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Moore, the man in motion. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And touchdown! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Wizards are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear, oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this back all the way up. Five-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Stewart. He's going up top for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw it with Stewart. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So Iceman can go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
I'm just like tunnel moving, that'd be the only time I do that, like first bad news on tunnel.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
When I say this, but some people feel like at the small stages.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
I've been humming. Niggas been feeling I've been humming niggas. Niggas been a little bit mad at me on big stages at certain times. Less than, like, you know what I mean? I can't name the last time a nigga was mad at me on a smaller stage, or then once again, not to discredit Battle Academy. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more appreciated.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Stewart to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Stewart on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? It's time to implement it.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the ball's done. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I keep going to this. Somebody keep getting ready. That's what everybody
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
How you think that happens? You get what I'm saying? So it's like I think it's a mind thing more than anything. Y'all done right?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may
taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Stewart. This is called by Witten, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out of Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
He rejuvenated himself in this game. You know, we've seen a certain amount of people.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
The pounds I've had in battle rap because I was told that even though I'm still worth something in this game.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
You know what I'm saying? Learning lessons. But it's not the talent, mistakes, all that shit. But it ain't your talent, nothing. It's like other niggas could be talented and still have these problems and still not onto them. Them niggas be done with him. Everybody be wrapped up with him because of his mistakes.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
I couldn't believe it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Stewart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll shift things around. Off play action. Stewart. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Wizards take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Aviators are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now for the point after. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Lawrence. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Wizards have got it on cruise control. Coup now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Wizards 42, Aviators 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To throw is Stewart. To throw on 3rd down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. And I don't know, Charles.
Now Stewart on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now Stewart, 2nd down. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They will throw on first down with Stewart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Stewart. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Aviators get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
You got shotgun shit. What's up?
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 46.
So you want the ball to be alive? I want the ball to be alive.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Man open is Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game. And they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Lawrence will throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on fourth and goal from the one. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. He's going to land complete. And they work this one field across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for first and 10. Stewart sets to throw.
That was on the line. I feel like this one
Flushed
gained
out
even more
right.
respect off. I feel like the name is rising, but
And
it
he's
should
able to
matter.
take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying,
that's why you
what
also
else could
top
go
20
wrong?
because
Let's get it all out of our system, please.
it's a lot of people that's
This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now the third down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw? Break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed in front with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That is caught, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he will get into the end zone. It's
champion coverage in on business too, so I'm paying attention. Listen, champion coverage. Who I got there? Who I got there? Depends on what you do. Depends on what you do. So I'm on it. Yeah, I'm sitting. Y'all not too coming to this year. You're saying it's either.